Hey Victoria, how you doing? All right, I've got your magazine ad up here. Let me do this. I want to go ahead and download this. So I can fit this in the window. So let me just, sorry, I should have had this downloaded before. Okay, I should have had this downloaded before I got started, but let's go ahead. And looks like we're downloaded. So let's go ahead and open that guy up. And yes, that's exactly what I'm after. So yeah, perfect. I'm just trying to fit it in the window so we can see the whole thing. Okay. So first of all, I want to say that this is fantastic written rationale. This is wonderful. Please keep this up moving through this class, and also consider um, to provide this kind of written rationale with all of your assignments and in your other classes too. It's really important because it allows we instructors to take a look at your writing and really learn a lot about how you're learning and what you're learning and how you're applying it to the work. So quite often I learn as much reading your writing as I do looking at the ad. So please keep that up. Okay, let's jump over to the ad. Now it's a great start, no question. It's a really interesting composition. I think it's very interesting. I think it's done very well. Now, let's start with the images. The first thing I think is both the masked image, the couple in the foreground, and the background image are both a little washed out, meaning they could use a bump in contrast. I recommend that we go in and add work on adjustment layers in both of those images to add ample contrast to these images. Um, at that point, let's take a look at the actual configuration. So right now, I think hierarchy is a little bit compromised here in that right now you're just jumping right into 50% off before you even know what's going on. Let's introduce the promotion, or let's introduce the Amethyst Bay, then we'll talk about the promotions. The easiest way to do that is this. We're going to take the logo and we're going to move it down to this corner right here. Okay, then what I would do is with the logo down here, what you can do at that point is give a good headline, describe what's going on. If you go over to the announcements area, you can see all of these wonderful examples all have a very solid headline and subhead associated with them. That points to good hierarchy, informational hierarchy. So my recommendation is, again, move the logo down here. That opens up this whole top of the ad. Let's get a nice headline in there and then a subhead. I would left align both, try to stay away from center alignment. You can align those both to the left margin based on this left margin of the type. Okay, so headline, subhead. Then what you can do is take this information right here, okay, right here, and increase the width of the body copy of the text column here. So your text block would look something like this. Okay, that way you can describe the 50% off, the wedding venue when you book between the dates, and this promotional information all in the same paragraph. So it will really simplify everything. Basically, the viewer will see the background image, read the headline, read the subhead, then come right down that left margin to the information. All right. Then over here to the logo where they will exit the page right there. That leaves only the information for the contact information. So what I would do there is take that and just assemble it right across the top, span the top right there. And that'd be a great place to present your contact information. Okay, try those changes. I think it's going to make a wonderful difference in the end. I think it's going to really improve the hierarchy. That, in addition to pumping up the contrast in these images, I think is really going to point to a very successful ad. So I'd like to see those changes reflected in your final submission, which is due coming up here in a couple of weeks. You may consider making those changes earlier than that, though, because theoretically the changes made here will be reflected in the banner ad, which we will be starting very soon here. So at this point, I invite you to please let me know if you have any questions, comments, or clarifications. If I can make anything more specifically clear, please do not hesitate to let me know. I'm really quick about getting back to you, so don't hesitate to let me know. Also, if you want to run something by me between now and the time that we're going to submit the final campaign, please just have at it. I'll be glad to provide any additional comments. All right, great start. Again, it's really super important that you ask me any questions sooner than later. All right, great start. Thank you very much.